Hi. Um, a few years ago in 2021, I invited a few of my coworkers to a demonstration that I made, and the goal was to have a discussion regarding the creation of the catalog items. So, for example, fasteners, rivets, screws, washers, but also other equipments that are sometimes easy, sometimes more complex to ask through the issue process to be created by the catalog team. So in short, I was on this design side. So I was requesting parts to be created, to be added to the catalog, and it was a very long and labor-intensive process, and it was also prompt to make errors, both on the side of the requester and on the side of the receiver, because it was fully manual. So in 2021, I invited a few of my coworkers, like I said, and one of them was Daniel Morin, which I believe you already know very well. And I remember he was impressed. He was happy with the initiative, and he wanted me to pursue this integration of this kind of tool. Unfortunately, at that time, the organization that I was working with was not having enough resources and was not seeing this as a high enough opportunity to pursue. So it kind of died sadly. But now with this exploration of me wanting to join better technologies, I would like to add this to my portfolio as a way to communicate my desire to help you guys with your current missions, but also to to show you what kind of project that I would like to bring to the table and what kind of initiative I love to take. So the presentation that I made in 2021 to Daniel Morin was about this Excel custom tool that I made. So it's intended for the requester for a catalog part to be added to the 3D Experience catalog. So the requester first identified the catalog that he wants to see the part added to, and then he will identify the chapters that are concerned, chapter one. If there are sub-chapters, the person will navigate through the menus, and these are conditional drop-down lists. So if I select uh, this one, for example, I will have a different selection of choices as opposed to this one, for example. So just for the sake of the presentation, I will keep it simple. I will invent a scenario in which I want to create a screw. And at the end of the selection, when a user reaches the end, the user sees this kind of word, generate keywords. So it's a specific list of keywords that the organization has decided that needs to be known for this kind of item. So once the user see this message on the screen, he can click on generate keywords, and the beauty is that the person will have a guided way to and a standardized way to not only in sequence describe the different attributes that need to be known for the catalog team, but also he will also have the possibility to have some drop down lists that are specifically um, filled with selection for this specific part. So for example, all these kind of orange cells are a drop down menu, so the person will be able to follow the value authorized by the company. And when it's a text field, for example, a description field, well, the person will simply type the description and that's it. So again, just to keep it simple, I will invent a scenario and I will put in some values, some random values. I will also add a weight just for the sake of the presentation. So everything is filled, and also the menu that got prompt here when I clicked on generate keywords is also displaying the reference document for each keyword. So this is important because it can support the user whenever they have a doubt or a question regarding a specific attributes. They can always go back to the reference document and read the section that is talking about the specific attribute that needs to be filled. So once this is done, the user can click on copy and then oops, can enter into the issue workbench in 3D Experience, and in the description text box can simply paste all the values to be then shared to the catalog or standard parts team. So in this way, it's much faster for everybody. The values are simply copied and pasted in the 3D Experience catalog and in the part. So then the user can base his values on the authorized values from the company, and everybody is winning this way. And so of course then the user needs or the requester needs to fill the rest of the content according to the rules of the company, such as inserting the 3D steps and the spec sheet of the part if there is one, if it's applicable or not. So it's kind of a good way, in my opinion, to standardize and increase the quality of the information that is getting shared and that is getting entered in the catalog. I've seen a tremendous amount of time wasted and a tremendous amount of errors in the 3D Experience catalog that has been built over the years at the Lion Electric Company. And in my opinion, this is a possible way to improve this situation. So thank you for your time. And again, well, this was kind of a proof of concept. So it's not a functional tool, and it was meant to work in a French-speaking environment. So some of the words here are in French, and the tool is kind of is is not really functional for all the different types of items that we can see in a catalog. So it needs to be polished, and it's still there's still a lot of works that needs to be done. But I think it shows the potential of this kind of tool, and the return on the investments, in my opinion, is high for a company. Um, yeah. So thank you for your time, and I hope to talk to you soon.